What were some of the non-tragic turning point in your life? Oh, non-tragic turning point. What's a non-tragic? Okay, non-tragic turning point. What's a non-tragic turning point? Um, like basically, I understand the non-tragic, but sometimes I just feel like that I can't. Let me understand this question, then I will give the proper answer. All right, yeah. The question is, what were some of the non-tragic turning point of your life? What's a non-tragic? A non-tragic means like that ki something that like something like unexpected thing happened, and because of that thing happened unexpected or kind of like something expected, but still the thing is actually happened is very fast, and then from that moment the life is suddenly changed. What is exactly that moment? Okay, yeah. That moment that my life is suddenly changed. What is exactly that moment? Well, it is a lot of the moment happened. Okay, but I didn't really think that it's a kind of like a something really unexpected or tragic turning point or non-tragic turning point, or I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah, because I evaluate the turning point that like I evaluate all the consequences happened, and I understand it happened for the best. But still, I wanted to mention over here. All right, yeah. So, so basically, is this thing that ki, should I count this thing or not? Well, yeah, let's count. Okay, it's not really that kind of like something very different, but let's just. All right, yeah. Uh, in 2016, it's is a tragic point. It's not a tragic point, now, dude. It's not a tragic point. It's a kind of like a like basically is this thing now I'm actually thinking about all those consequences happen in my life, and like I think that it meant to be happen. It meant to be happen. It's not kind of like a something. The turning point, the tragic point is actually happened is for the good, and I don't know. Like basically, I can't like basically what I'm trying to tell you is this thing that ki whenever the tragic thing happened to the some certain people, they are kind of like a blame that ki why this thing happened, why this thing happened, and I do the same thing too. All right, yeah. But after like at this moment I evaluate all the consequences, all the possible result, that if this is not gonna happen, then what exactly this happened and what exactly that happened, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. All right, and now I realize that ki it happened for the best. Okay, it is actually happened for the best. I'm gonna tell you what is actually the thing. What is actually the thing happened? All right, yeah. So the first tragic event is that ki like in the 12th standard. Okay, I was in the 12th standard, and I wanted to further study as engineering college. All right, yeah. In the engineering college, you need at least um, 135 marks above. What is 135? So basically, in the 12th standard, you have three subjects. Okay, physics, chemistry, maths. All right, yeah. If you wanted to enter in the engineering college, you need at least above 300, at least 135 marks required to get into the engineering college. All right, yeah. In 12th standard, my PCM means physics, chemistry, and maths gets 111. Okay, so that means I am not qualified for the engineering college. All right, yeah. So, like, yeah, basically, I'm not really good with the study. So, if you wanted to judge me, that is okay. Yes, by the way, in 12th standard, I get 49.43 score, 49.43 percentage. So, probably I'm really dumb person. Whatever, yeah, you could say that. So I didn't really like, I'm not really qualified for the engineering college. So I decided that कि, let's just go to the engineering diploma, and after the engineering diploma I can go to engineering college, because after you're done with the engineering diploma, then you could directly jump to the engineering college in a direct second year, probably. Or I think that, okay, so this is my kind of like a something, a plan. All right. But during that period of time, during the admission process, the new GR or new rule came. Okay, yeah, what is actually the rule? The rule says that ki, instead of 135, if you have 120 mark in PCM group, you can still get into the engineering college. Okay, yeah. So in 120, that means like a, like most of the people, most of the friend are kind of like a listed on engineering college, and probably I'm not really qualified for that as also, because I have 111. So probably it's a really fucked up situation. Okay, yeah. I was kind of like a something really very alone person to go into the engineering diploma and then go to the engineering college. All right, yeah. So it's not really good, but still okay, yeah. So basically, this is a kind of like a something really very a turning point for me. Like basically, is this thing, at least instead of 111, if I achieve 121 marks, then I would probably have I probably went to the engineering college, and my, I don't know, like basically I just try to imagine that ki, what would be my life if I went to engineering college. It's kind of like a something very different. Okay, I don't know, this is the first turning point. Okay, yeah. Non-tragic, yeah, because I didn't really expect this thing. Is actually very unexpected thing happened, and yeah, this is the first tragic thing. Okay, another, yeah, I have multiple thing by the way. All right, yeah. So um I am really enthusiastic for like uh, like like filmmaking, and yeah, filmmaking, yes. Basically it's this thing that I wanted to make films. Okay, I don't know, like I have like little bit of passion for filmmaking, and I don't know, like basically it's this thing. When I was in 11, 12 standard, I wrote the story. Okay, yeah. The way that I possible. I'm not really sure what is that is the script, what is that is this thing, but I just wrote the kind of like a something really a story. All right, yeah. And it's really good. It's really great. It has a lot of actions, lot of things. It's really good. So one of my stupid way to kind of like a something really to like, basically my plan was that ki, I have to kind of like a mail this story to the director, a famous director, and they would kind of like a simply read that particular story, and they'll understand that, and they will call me, they will email me, and then I will go to them, their studio, and I will tell them, "Come, this is the story I created, and this and that." All right, yeah. So this is was my plan. So what I did is that, yeah, I wrote the story. Okay, uh, and basically is this thing that instead of mail, okay, because I didn't really know how to use email ID on that time. Okay, at that time Facebook was really popular. Okay, and all those famous director are actually on the Facebook. Okay, so I messaged them. How do I message them? Like basically is this thing, I'm not really sure, but in the Facebook you can allow to send the message, okay, to the page, because the, like basically Brian Singer, or like Christopher Nolan, like basically very topmost director. Okay, I'm directly kind of like a like targeting for Hollywood director, not Bollywood director. See the Hollywood director. Okay, yeah. So this is what I'm trying to do, but obviously it's kind of like a very pathetic way to get in this thing. I'm not really sure, but I did that thing. I am really stupid on that time, but yeah. But I have very very like eager to get into the film school. Okay, obviously my family is not kind of like a somethingly in that particular people. Okay, they think that key, you have to complete your education, do your job, and that's it, get a job, and that's it. Okay, being a filmmaker, being kind of like a things is not gonna good. But I have that particular thing, so I don't know, I just can't live it without. All right, yeah. So I am really a pressure. I don't know how do I supposed to do this thing, but I just can't. Okay. So after I done my engineering diploma, I need a kind of like a something like a suggestion or kind of like advice. So one of my friend is actually giving me suggestion that ki, like, you are not kind of like a something like person who are privileged by the family and things like that, according to the film school and according to film media and stuff like that. The whatever the effort that you want to do to get into the film school or get into the film industry, you need to effort do it by yourself. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that is for sure. Okay, as also you have to understand that ki your family or everything will not be support to each other, so support to you. So important thing is that ki instead of running away from your home, because at that time I was thinking about that ki let's just run away from the home and go to the Bombay and just do struggle. All right, yeah. But one of my friends says that ki don't do that, it's not really good thing. Instead of that, you complete your diploma na, just get a job. Okay. And get that job close to you, kind of like a something like film industry, so that you could learn little bit of filmmaking. Okay. Simultaneously you do the job and simultaneously you do the filmmaking too. Okay, yeah. So this is kind of like a stuff that you should supposed to do. At least this is the kind of like a something start. Okay. If you are kind of like a something like comfortable to set up as a career, or I don't know. Okay. But still this is the kind of like a something like the kind of like a least possible good way to achieve your dream. So I was kind of like convinced that yeah, that is okay. So in 2016, okay, I got a job in like, I won't be able to say because of privacy violation, because yeah, I got a job in particular company. All right, yeah. But the problem is that ki my plan was that ki simultaneously I have to do the job, and then I have to look for the teaching to how to filmmaking and how to be like how to be a filmmaker or how to be kind of like a stuff like that. The problem is that ki like problem is that ki while I was doing my work in the job, I after I came home, I didn't really have had enough energy. I didn't really have anything. I just like, I don't know, like a 10 hour of job and that's it. Then I came home. I just want to eat and sleep. That's it. Yeah. And at that time I was living alone. So probably is this thing that ki first time I get kind of like a something freedom. So instead of learning about filmmaking thing, I just kind of like a do procrastinating, doing a job and eating, sleeping, nothing really at all. Yeah, just I am not kind of like a doing any kind of like a some filmmaking stuff and nothing really at all. Okay, yeah. But is this kind of like a something tragic moment? Well, like it is a tragic moment, but you don't really understand the importance of the tragic moment. All right, yeah. So basically, is this thing that ki like I was doing this job for almost like a 2.5 year. Okay, yeah, 2.5 year for this kind of like a something like company. Okay, and then I realized that ki this is not good. This is really not good. Because of that ki my initial plan was that ki I have to do a job simultaneously. I have to learn filmmaking and go to the Bombay. Okay, this is my initial plan. But I was not doing that thing. Okay, I was just doing a job and that's it. Then after that I was not doing anything. And then there is one quote or one dialogue of the movie, okay, which is true by the way. Okay, yeah. The name of the movie um, name of the movie is this movie na, Ranbir Kapoor movie and Ranbir Kapoor Deepika Padukone, which movie, very popular movie, ZMMD नहीं, थोड़ा MMD नहीं, ये जवानी है दीवानी. Okay, YJHD. Okay, yeah, this movie, in that particular movie, the dialogue of that particular character name, Bunny character name, has a dialogue, and that dialogue says that कहीं पर पहुंचने के लिए कहीं से निकलना ज़रूरी होता है. What exactly does this mean? It means that कि if you wanted to reach at somewhere, you have to leave from somewhere. यानी कहीं पहुंचने के लिए कहीं से निकलना ज़रूरी होता है. And this is kind of like a something like problem that I have. Okay, yeah, because I was in doing a job, I was kind of like a something like being comfortable because I'm getting the salary every month. Okay, so it's kind of like a being really comfortable, like respect from family, everything is a kind of like a something very good. Okay, yeah. And then I realized that I make a really really huge mistake. Yeah, like my initial plan was that I just have to go to the film industry, okay, and just struggle everything over there. But instead of that, I choose a soft way. Soft way means like that just do this job simultaneously you do the filmmaking. I realized very late that if you want to achieve some certain thing in your life, just run towards that. Do not went through like a this way and that way and then you will achieve this thing. No, like if you want to be a filmmaker, just be a filmmaker, learn everything. I know things will be something really hard, but yeah, you just have to do it. Okay, and everyone does it. Like no one really think about that key. Like basically if I wanted to like scientist, then probably you have to go to the scientist. Okay, you don't really went to like a MBA and then you went to scientist. No, just like all right. Yeah, so because of this thing my approach was really wrong. Yeah, and because of that approach I lost my 4 year. All right, yeah. The tragic moment is actually happened in 2016 when I took the advice from that particular friend, and he says that he like go to this way, which is somewhat which is I don't really blame that particular person. No, I am not. Why? Because of that key, like I'm not really sure. Okay, like basically at that time I haven't really seen the world, as also he didn't really seen the world, and as also at that time I don't really have any kind of like a somebody person who has a bit really experience regarding about what is actually this thing and that thing. Okay, yeah, and and like I don't know, like I didn't really blame that particular friend. No, definitely not. But it's just like that. It meant to be happen. Okay, it meant to be happen because yeah. So this is another tragic moment happened in 2016 that instead of choosing went to Bombay, I choose to be do a job and then go to Bombay. All right, yeah. Then this is the second, now third tragic moment. All right, yeah. So third tragic moment is a kind of like a something really very, something really that I don't know how do I supposed to explain this thing. Okay, yeah, let me tell you one thing. So early 2020, okay, yeah, I'm doing my job. Okay, I was kind of like a something very like really suck at doing a job. Okay, yeah, and basically this thing that I wanted to resign the job, but I'm not really sure how. Because of that I do know that if I resign this job, then probably I will face the multiple challenges. First of all, money. Okay, another thing is that how do I supposed to get into the Bombay, where do I supposed to live, how much money do I need, and I don't really have any of this. Like yeah, I have little bit amount of money because of that I was actually doing a job, so probably I have little bit amount of money, but still I am kind of like a something like want to stay in this Bombay for almost like a 1 and 2 year. Okay, so that 1 and 2 year for kind of like a something stability, and I need at least some money. Okay, yeah, a minimum required money for like a like basically 1 lakh rupees per year. Okay, yeah, I was doing a job, so probably I have a couple of saving. Okay, in 2.5 year of job I have almost like a 40,000 saving. Okay, yeah, which is like my salary is not really that you are expecting. My salary was almost like a 17,000 rupees. Okay, yeah, 2.5 year of the job I like I have only 17,000 rupees. Okay, yeah, and yeah, and every month I kind of like save little bit amount of money. Okay, like in FD or in SIP, vagara vagara. So in 2.5 year of job, I have almost like a 43,000 rupees saving already. Yeah. I decided that ki I need at least 1 lakh rupees. Okay. And how do I supposed to get 1 lakh rupees? Should I ask this money to my father? Well, I don't want to ask. Like this is the kind of like a something like that ki I don't want to ask money to my father. Definitely not. Okay, yeah, because it's a kind of like a something like rabbit hole. Okay, what's a rabbit hole? A rabbit hole means like that ki you went inside. Okay, yeah, yeah, took some sort of money from the people, and probably is this thing that ki you neverly give them back. Okay, yeah, and basically my father is completely against with this kind of like a filmmaking and stuff like that. So I was like a very like a nervous. Okay, I don't know how do I supposed to do this thing. At that time I really wanted to quit the job, but I don't know how. Okay, like I don't really have that kind of like a something courage. Then suddenly in the March, early March, okay, there is a kind of like a couple of regulation or rules came because of the COVID virus. Like the COVID virus is actually happened, and in that COVID virus, entire the economy will shut down. Like office will shut down, everything will shut down. Like basically in my office, they say that ki, like since tomorrow you shouldn't supposed to be come for almost like a month. Okay, you have to do your job from your home. All right, yeah. So that is say yeah, okay, yeah. And I took this thing kind of like a something really opportunity. Okay, like if I am at home, so probably I have one thing to do is that ki, whatever the things that I learn regarding about the film, I have to do it like kind of like a something, make a show reel or make a short film. Why make a short film vagara? Okay, let me tell you one thing. How do you went inside the film industry? Okay, like I don't really have that many information, but still, whatever the information that I have. So if you wanted to go into the films industry or film school or film like a film industry, especially not film school, film industry in Bombay, uh, you need at least like a something to show. What's a something to show? Like a show reel or short film or whatever it is. Okay, you have to make it by on your, okay, like by yourself, like basically if you wanted to hire an actor or whatever the things, you have to do it by yourself. Okay, you have to make that short film. Okay, upload on the YouTube platform. Then you have to reach out to the ad agency producer. What's the ad agency producer? Like basically in the Bombay, they have so many ad agencies. Okay, and you email your show reel to them so that they could see that on the YouTube platform, and they would kind of like a thought that think that ki, haan, chalo, this is a kind of like a somebody very good person, let him get into the ad agency. Ad agency is a kind of like a something like way to get into the industry, because it's a kind of like a something like initial point. In the ad agency you work on the produce, you work with the producer, you work with the production manager, you work with everything. Okay, like there are so many work over there. So this is kind of like a something way. Okay, so I thought that ki, yeah, that is okay. So basically like in the COVID I came home, and basically everything is shut down. So I there is a one opportunity that I have, that ki, let's make a show reel. Because at that time if I want to go to Bombay, it won't be possible, because I contact with the producer. They say that ki, the ad agency is shut down because of the COVID virus. Okay, but after a 6 month we will be hiring. But till the end of 6 months, or till this kind of like a something 6 months, you have to make a short film or show reel, so that you could send us, so that we could see or we could evaluate that how much talent that you have, and we could reach out to you. Okay, so I thought, like, I think that this is really good idea and it's a really good opportunity. Okay, so I am at home, work from home, by the way. Okay, basically is this thing, like I am at home, and basically everything is actually doing at work is almost like a 4 or 5 hour mostly is this thing. Okay, because of that key, my work is actually based on design team. Okay, like I was actually doing a kind of like a AutoCAD, AutoCAD design stuff. All right, yeah. I won't be able to say this thing regarding about my career because I was doing job in this kind of like a particular company as kind of like a CAD, computer aided designer. Okay, so it really required kind of like a big server and projects, and basically the server is not established at that time, COVID time. Okay, so most of the kind of like a something really the work is evaluating the employee and improve the skill. So we are kind of like a doing some sort of classes over the cloud or regarding about the improving the talent about the designing and stuff like that. So it has almost like a like 4 or 5 hour, like I have to spend almost like a 4 or 5 hour on that classes. Okay, do some sort of assignment over there. Okay, and that's it. And then rest of the time was really good. So rest of the time I decided that let's make a short film. So I make bunch of short film. Okay, this short film, that short film, that short film, not that many, but like I make three short film, three short film, yes. And then three short film, and then just couple of videos regarding about the like how much talent that I have. Okay, I'm shoot all those things with my mobile phone. Okay, and I upload on the YouTube platform. Probably those short film are really not that good, but still the like basically the way that I make it, that is okay. Okay, yeah. Then I share or submit that particular short film to the producer. Okay, yeah. Producer says your work is really good, we really looking forward to work with you, but problem is that we have a COVID. Okay, and still like because of the regulation, COVID virus is extended. Yeah, basically what exactly happened that key, like they say that it has almost like a 6 month, but the lockdown was extended for almost like a year. Okay, yeah. So they are not actually hiring the people. They say that key, whatever the employee that we have, we are actually doing the work. So we will we require kind of like a something really a new talent next year. So I was like, what the fuck? Okay, like I make the short film, I make this thing, I make this thing, but it didn't really worth it. All right, yeah. Then May 2020, May, early May. Okay, which is kind of like a something very tragic moment happened. In that particular moment, okay, yeah, like I was at the home. Okay, and basically in the meeting is happened. Okay, regarding about that key job, that key like how is exactly the handle the COVID situation, like how do we supposed to work and stuff like that. So chairman came, like office chairman, he says that he, in the company we don't really have enough fund. Okay, yeah, so we won't be able to give you salary. Okay, yeah. So they say that you are in the gap. Okay, like from the May 2020 you are in the gap, you are not fired, you are in the gap. What's a gap? A gap is a kind of like a something really a time that employee shouldn't supposed to get salary, but that employee is a kind of like a something employee of that particular company. Okay, and whenever the company requires some sort of work, they will contact you, and they will try to work with you, and then they will give you salary. But for this particular period of time, that time maybe 6 months or maybe couple of months, okay, you are not kind of like a get the salary. So this is kind of like a something really a gap. By the way, after you get the gap, you don't really have to do any work at all. Okay, yeah. And basically this is a kind of like a something is this thing that the chairman says that ki, we don't really have any kind of like a something work because of the COVID, and because of that ki, our services is for the manufacturing sector, and obviously entire manufacturing sector is shut down because of the COVID virus. So like our client is not properly have kind of like a something like I don't know, the manager way to level the talks that say that ki, you don't really get the money for the salary, so you are in the gap. So I was like really fucked out, dude. Okay, because I was in that particular company for 2.5 years, and like I don't know, yeah, dude. Like I always realized that ki, like basically like instead of if I did this work on myself, then I would do kind of like something even much better. But I don't know. Okay, yeah, I make a lot of huge mistake because of that. He like basically is this thing that from the beginning I want to kind of like a be a filmmaker, but I chose to do this job. But it kind of like a something very good thing happened too, because I also felt like that ki, okay, that is okay, now I'm completely focused on filmmaking and stuff like that. So then after that I started editing, learning about editing, filmmaking on the YouTube platform. How is this, how is that, how is that, wagera wagera, watching bunch of tutorials. All right. By the way, during this period of time I also make the short film too. Okay, yeah. And approach to the producer and stuff like that. All right, yeah. Then then probably in the like like basically this actually happened. Like I'm not really sure. Like basically there is a one thing that I'm doing is that key, making the kind of like a short film or something really video and upload on the YouTube platform. Okay. At that time I didn't really thought that key, I wanted to be a YouTuber, or I didn't really think as a YouTuber. No, I just kind of like uploading videos on the YouTube platform. That's it. Sometimes I get view, sometimes I didn't really get the view. I don't really understand about the YouTube things and like that. That's it. It's yeah. So probably I never really thought about being a YouTuber. Nothing. No, not at all. All right. Then then I just in the November 2021. No, 2020, November 2020. Sorry, March 2021. Sorry, March 2021. I decided that I shouldn't supposed to do a job. Like at this moment, like till the March 2021, I am literally kind of like a very much confident regarding about the regarding about the kind of like a skills that I generated for almost like the last 8 months. Okay, because I learn editing, I learn photography, filmmaking. I make bunch of short films too. So I was literally confident. Okay. And as also from the beginning, I don't want to do a job. So why would I supposed to do a job again? I don't want to do that. Okay, yeah. So I decided that I have to just do a filmmaking. All right, yeah. Then I still approach to the producer. They say that because of COVID we are not. So that is really big fucked up thing. Okay, yeah. Then kind of like a something really couple of months after, like I was doing the same thing. Okay, yeah. Like just making videos, upload on the YouTube platform, and just share those kind of like a profile to the producer, to the ad agency producer. Yeah, this kind of like something work that I'm doing. Okay, yeah. Then there is a one company, production company, who actually contact me. They say that your work is really good and you have to come to the Jaipur. Okay, yeah. And it's really good. Okay, by the way, this is kind of like a something work. You don't really get the money. Okay, you will get the experience, and as also kind of like a word of mouth. What's a word of mouth? Word of mouth means like that if you have kind of like a something very good work, then probably they will hire you for the next project, and probably they will give you money. But still, okay, you have to do your work for that particular production. You don't really get the money, by the way, but still you will get all the accommodation, like living, staying, eating, whatever, everything will be covered. So that is okay, yeah. So I went to Jaipur, and this is the kind of like a something first time I experience about how the film make, like what is actually the people and what is actually the scenario. How do like I haven't really seen this particular stuff. Like I watch bunch of making videos, but when I face the reality, I kind of like realize that just it's like wow. Like is it wow? Like I'm not really sure is it wow or not. Like what is actually our schedule? Let me tell you one thing about our schedule. Okay, so we are actually doing work till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We still not really sure that is it day or night. Mostly the shoots are kind of like a something start from the afternoon to evening to night. I just like what the fuck, dude. Like basically this thing. Okay, I was kind of like a something really a person who is kind of like a doing the work during the day, and night should supposed to be sleep. But when you went to the film industry, or when you went to kind of like approach to the film industry, their work is kind of like something very different. It depend on the project. It depend on the where it shot taken. Like if that shot taken during the night, so you have to sleep during the day. If that shot taken during the early morning, then basically is this thing you have to like arrive that particular location like as early as possible. So the entire schedule was like, I don't know, dude. Like there is no life. Probably there is literally, yeah, being a filmmaker is a, like, I don't know. Do I filmmaker? Like I am not. By the way, my work was that कि I have to record the sound, okay, to the actor and to the, okay, so this is my kind of like a something really, but I am not a kind of like a something very skilled person regarding about the, like I haven't really controlled the Audacity. What's Audacity? Audacity is a kind of like a something software that you could record the audio from the kind of like a something really the something really the actors, okay. I didn't really knew that. I didn't really know about the boom mic. I didn't really know the audio level. I didn't know anything about this thing. I was completely freaked out that ki, like how do I supposed to do this thing? Okay. By the way, I haven't really handled the camera as also. I all those like everything that I shoot on the phone. So I didn't really know anything about the exposure and the ISO and the aperture and things. I didn't really know that because like my the information that I have was like nothing, like I don't know, like I didn't know about the camera, I didn't really know about the audio. There is only one thing that I know about that ki like basically scheduling the planning about where it is shot taken, how it's shot taken, which lenses and which camera would be there, and what is actually the lighting over there. Like I was kind of like a some short designing, okay, I was just doing the short designing that stuff, okay. And but still, when you are in the particular project, that short design is kind of like a something like that, I don't know, like basically I am putting the very least role in that particular team. Yeah, it's very least role, like I just feel like that I was burdened because I haven't really done any audio, haven't really done any kind of like a something like camera or like nothing really at all. I am not a kind of like a something like actor person, nothing really at all. So I was like, what the fuck, yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, I am like really scared. Okay. And as also is this thing that ki, like there is a one problem that I have, okay, about the communication skill. I didn't really have any communication skill. Like I can't talk to the people, like I can't, like I just can't. Okay, yeah. So it's just like that na ki, like I am putting a lot of effort to do this thing, but it's not right. I make a lot of mistakes and it's like really fucked up. Like basically from my entire period of lifetime I wanted to be a filmmaker. I want to be kind of like a something, a part of film, part of the people who makes the film. And when I kind of like a something really into that particular category, I was like, yeah, I was just holding the reflector, that's it. This is the kind of like a something job that I was doing, and that's it. Okay, yeah. Really fucked up, really fucked up. Okay. And I don't really knew it, okay, because if I decided that ki if I went to a traditional way to be a filmmaker, then probably it will take me, I don't know, like forever. Because of that ki, yeah, it's just like I don't really have anything. I was so scared, so scared. By the project was done, okay, the short film, like a we actually make almost like a 4 or 5 short film over that period of time, within a week, within a 2 week, by the way. All right, yeah. I came home, okay, yeah, and I was like really scared, like what the fuck, how do I supposed to do this thing? Because I want to be a filmmaker, and like I want to be a filmmaker, and when I kind of like into that particular thing, I just like, and I can't do it anything, like just holding the reflector or kind of like a, like whatever they want and just give it to them, that's it. Like I am not putting any kind of like a something like contribution role into that particular team. So I am really scared. I came home at July 2021. I came home and I just like, what should I supposed to do? Okay, yeah, like I can't do a job, then I can't do a kind of like a something like filmmaking. Like basically is this thing that key, like I can't, like basically there are some certain skills required to me, and I'm not kind of like a something hard enough person. And by the way, my age was at that time was 27, okay. Like most of the people on that particular filmmaking team are less than 25, okay. Even director are almost like at the age of 23. So probably I am the kind of like a something most age person over there, and I was kind of like a least known person over there too. So like I don't know. It's like really fuck thing. Like my life is really fuck. I am not really sure what do I supposed to do. I came home. I decided that ki, like just do a YouTube. Okay, yeah. Like basically is this thing for last almost like 8 months. We are actually doing this uploading videos on a YouTube platform. So let's just be a YouTube. So since July 2020 I decided to be a YouTuber. Okay. Is it kind of like a something tragic thing? I don't know. Okay, yeah, but like this is what happened. Okay, yeah. And this is one tragic thing happened. There is also another tragic thing. There is a fourth tragic moment. Like basically, all these tragic moments are connected to each other. Okay, so like it is a lot of thing happened. Okay, let me explain to you what exactly happened after that. So third tragic thing happened. Now fourth tragic thing. Let me tell you the fourth tragic thing. By the way, this kind of like something like a sequence is connected. Okay, one tragic to another tragic to another tragic is kind of like completely connected. Okay, so fourth tragic by the way. All right, yeah. So July 2021, I decided that I want to be a YouTuber and I wanted to make film. Okay, yeah. At that time, I mostly focus on travel filmmaking because like travel that I could afford. Okay, somehow somewhere I could afford, and basically I could go and I shoot with my mobile phone, make kind of like a kick-ass video about this thing and upload on the YouTube platform. This is my kind of like a something really a plan. Okay, so I was the whatever the money that I have regarding about like a job money. Okay, yeah. So I was spending that money to kind of like go into the trip. Okay, this that shoot this shoot that shoot that. Okay, I was doing this thing. Okay, yeah. The problem is that being a YouTuber is kind of like a something very different thing as also. Okay, yeah. Before that, I was actually uploading videos on a YouTube platform, not to be a YouTuber, just to be a kind of like a something like a platform so that I could show the show reel. That's it. All right, yeah. But when when I decided to be a YouTuber, being a YouTuber has kind of like a something like responsibility. Okay, you need a consistency. What's the consistency? A consistency means like that. If you upload some sort of videos, you have to upload video in the next week, or less than a week, or at least a once in a week. Okay. When I'm making my videos, when I'm shooting my videos, making my videos, like basically like just scripting and the shooting and then editing, basically the every steps, like everything, it took me almost like a 15 like a 2 weeks to make the video. 2 week, yeah. And after I make the video, it will get me almost like a 5-10 views. That's it. Okay, yeah. I was like really heartbroken. Like I was putting my heart and soul over it, and I just can't wrap up with this thing. I just make a video, just didn't really work. Make the video, didn't really work. Make the video, didn't really work. Okay, so July. Okay, yeah. Since the July 2021 to March 2022. Okay, yeah. I was kind of like a doing this kind of like a filmmaking thing, making videos, making this video, that video, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. Okay. Uh, by the way, during this period of time, I bought the laptop. Okay, yeah, because I was actually using very old laptop. We didn't really have any GPU. What's the GPU? GPU means graphic processing unit, which kind of like a speed up the editing process faster. I didn't really have that in my old laptop, so which is really old. So I need to buy a new laptop. Okay, and yeah, because of this reason, my video is kind of like a taking lot of delays, वगैरह वगैरह. Whatever. So in October 2021, I bought the new laptop already, and I was kind of like editing my videos. Then March 2022. Alright, yeah. So what is actually happening in March 2022? So I was kind of like just scrolling on YouTube. Okay, yeah. There is a one guy. Okay, I one guy who is actually found on YouTube platform. Okay, should I spouse my name? Should I kind of like tell the name? Yeah, I could tell the name. Okay, it's been public by the way. All right, yeah. So there is a guy, the YouTuber name MythPat. Oh yeah, MythPat is a kind of like a gaming YouTube gaming creator. Okay, who makes gaming video. Okay, yeah, and his video was really fun, really fun. I watched bunch of videos. It's really good, really great, and I was like, wow, really good. Okay, um, then I kind of like I kind of like a thought that I could make such video. Like it's not really that kind of like a something very hard. Like I just have to play the game, record the game, and kind of like a do little bit of kind of like a something really that key something really dubbing. Okay, in as much as funny way as possible. All right, because the gaming video is a kind of like a something for the kids, and kids should supposed to be get the fun. So probably yeah, why not? So I was yeah. So in March 2022, I was kind of like doing the filmmaking, but it didn't really work at all. It didn't really like I was putting heart and soul, and probably I'm not getting any views at all. So I was really fucked up. I thought that why not I play game? Okay, yeah, and why not I kind of like make gaming content, which is somewhat kind of like a something okay, because this mythpad guy who achieved 10 million in less than 2 year. Okay, yeah, 2 3 year by the way. Okay, I'm not really sure, but yeah, and basically I thought that I could make that video too. It's not really that much kind of like a very difficult. I have my laptop which is capable enough to handle little bit of games. I could do edit, I could do little bit of kind of like a something like dubbing and make it little bit of something really fun, so I could do that. Okay, and as also is this thing, I could make videos as faster because it doesn't really take that much time. Okay, probably almost like in 3 days my video will be ready and I could upload that video on the YouTube platform. In the filmmaking takes almost like a 2 weeks. Okay, yeah. So I thought that if I wanted to consistent in the YouTube platform, then probably gaming is a kind of like a thing. So in March 2022, I decided to be a gaming content creator. Tragic change. Okay, yeah. Like non-tragic, tragic, I don't know, like tragic turning point from filmmaking to gaming. Okay, yeah. Now, okay, now I come back to the fifth tragic point. Like it is a lot of tragic point I already mentioned. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you fifth tragic point. All right, yeah, which is kind of like a something very unexpected thing happened. Okay, yeah. By the way, I told you my entire life, but still, yeah, it is a lot of thing. Okay, yeah. So what's the fifth tragic point? All right, yeah, the fifth tragic point. By the way, these are tragic points are already connected. All right, yeah. So let's come to the fifth tragic point. So fifth tragic point is that I was making gaming content from March 2022 to March 2022 to um, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, May 2024. Yeah, from March 2022 to May 2024. Like I was actually making gaming content. Okay, for almost like a 2.5 year. 2.5 year, I was actually making the gaming content. I am making lot of gaming content, like almost like 300 400 videos that I make. Okay, in shorts I make almost like thousands of shorts uploaded on the YouTube platform. Okay, yeah, in 2.5 year. But it's like that still didn't really achieve anything. Yeah, like I like basically is this thing na ki the like after I put 2.5 year of my life into the gaming thing, I realized that I am not into the gaming thing, dude. Like since the beginning, I was the filmmaker. Like I have a little bit of kind of like enthusiastic regarding about the film and stuff like that. Gaming is not that thing, and I was like, I don't know, like my age was almost like a 30. Okay, 29, 30. So but I have kind of like something believe in myself. I was at the home, I was kind of like making the gaming content. It didn't really work. 2.5 year, dude. 2.5 year from 2022 to 2024, May 2024. And by the way, how it ends, it's kind of like a very tragic thing. I didn't really expect that, because if that didn't really happen, I still make this kind of like a content. By the way, today's date is the 2nd of September 2024. All right, yeah. But let me tell you one thing. Let me get into that tragic point. All right, yeah. So I was actually making this gaming content since 2022, March 2022. I make a lot of shorts, YouTube shorts, videos, so many videos, 100, 200, 300 videos that I make. Didn't really work. Haven't really get any of views. 10, 20, max to max 50 views. I achieve almost like in 2.5 year I achieve 235 subscriber. In 2.5 year of journey of the gaming content, I achieved 235 subscriber, which is like really not that cool. But I still have that hope that it's good. Okay, like I could make that thing. I could make that thing. I could make that thing. Then it suddenly it this is kind of like something tragic moment that like like unexpected, that I didn't really expect that this thing happened, and this thing happened. So what exactly happened? All right, yeah. So I already mentioned that I have 235 subscriber. I was actually making this gaming content for 2.5 year. All right. In May 2024, my laptop is kind of like a something really getting warm a lot, and basically it kind of like creates some sort of noise. I'm not really sure what exactly is this thing. So I put that laptop into the repair shop. Okay, yeah. They say that your fan is not working properly. Okay, so we have to exchange that fan. They say, yeah, that is okay, like your exhaust fan. So yeah, that is okay, yeah, you can exchange that fan. So on that day, on that night, okay, I kind of like put my laptop into the service station. And during this night, that service station, that service repair station, they caught up with the fire. Okay, yeah, they caught up with the fire. All right. And my laptop got burned. All right, yeah, they didn't really mention this thing. Okay, because like I was the customer, I gave them this thing, and basically it's this thing that my laptop got burned. All right, yeah. Then next day I called them, say that is my laptop is done. They say that we caught up with the fire. Okay, yeah. And your laptop is kind of like a little bit damaged, but we will try to fix this thing. All right, yeah, don't really worry. I said, yeah, okay, but I need my laptop. Yeah, because of that, I need to play games. I have to record my content. I have to upload that video on the YouTube platform. Yeah, but like basically is this thing, we can't give you laptop at this moment. You have to kind of like be a patience. Yeah, and this is kind of like a simply tragic thing happened with us. So probably you just have to wait. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. So I was just waiting. Okay, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, I'm not really sure. I'm just calling every day. They say that your laptop is, we are getting it. I was like, what the fuck? So it's been almost like a week. I haven't really done any of work, haven't really uploaded any of videos. So I was like really damn scared. All right. So one of my friend has old laptop. Okay, and basically is this thing that I could do a little bit of work over there, but I can't do, because in that particular laptop it didn't really have any graphics card. It didn't, like, I can't play any games at all. So I have an idea that like basically is this thing, what if I capture a little bit of photos. Okay, yeah, like this is something I could do now. Like I could upload photos on the Instagram platform. Like basically I didn't really get the laptop, but I could take photos, capture photos from my phone, edit the photos, and upload those photos on the YouTube, upload those photos on the Instagram. So I thought that yeah, why not? Okay, yeah. So I was kind of like taking photos, but I need Photoshop run on computer. I didn't really have a computer, I didn't really have a laptop. So I borrow like laptop from my friend, and I was install the Photoshop over there, edit the photos, and upload that photos on the Instagram, as well as YouTube. because I was actually making the reel as also that how I took this photo and something like that. Okay. I upload that reel, it get 500 views. Basically, let me tell you one thing, that 500 views, the value of that 500 views. In 2.5 years of gaming content, I haven't really get 50 view, 50 view. I didn't really get. But this is the reel that I uploaded. Instantly, I get 500 views, which is like, what the fuck? And within an hour, like, what the fuck is that? Okay, ये क्या हो गया है? Okay, now I upload the next reel, next photo, like how do I take the photo वगैरह, like let's take another photo, make it reel, upload that photo. It also work, get almost like 600 views. Oh, it's really good. Okay, so then I was actually taking photos and basically just uploading on the YouTube and as also Instagram. But I need a Photoshop, so I need to borrow the laptop from my friend and I'm editing photos on the Photoshop and yeah, doing the same thing. All right. So I was actually doing this for almost like till I get my laptop. By the way, I didn't really get my laptop for almost like a month. Okay, yeah. By the way, during this fire, my entire laptop got burned. Okay, my screen burned, my motherboard burned, my everything is burned out. By the way, some of the components are really good, like a hard disk, RAM, and a bunch of components are really good. But still, the laptop is not working. They say that we will buy you another one. They bought me another one laptop, but I'm not really satisfied with this thing because the processor that I have is kind of like a more capable of that new laptop. So I'm not really sure. But somehow they just kind of like something manage and they kind of like bring the kind of like my old laptop with a new equipment, with a new graphics card, new processor, completely new motherboard. Yeah, and as also my screen was bitterly damaged, so I say that I want monitor and basically whatever. So basically after a month I get my laptop. By the way, I didn't really charge for any money because of that. This is actually accident happened on the service station. It didn't really bother, it didn't really kind of like a like it is not in my hand. Okay, so entire laptop is recovered from them. All right, yeah. So I get my laptop after a month. Okay, and basically is that thing, should I continue with my gaming? I was like basically I uploaded almost like a 20 plus photo within the month, and which is really good. Okay, why should I like, at least I continue this thing na. So I was actually continue this photos. Okay, and since then I'm kind of like doing these photos. Okay, making photos, editing photos, kind of like how I took this photo, making a reel, upload that reel on the YouTube and Instagram platform. And by the way, my growth is really good. Like every day I get like 500 views every day. Okay, yeah. And I'm doing this thing for almost like 3 months. Since 3 months. The fifth tragic moment is this, that because of really unexpected thing, that fire, like basically fire is actually caught in that particular service station. Okay, yeah. If the fire didn't really caught in that service station and they replace my fan, and when I get my laptop back, I will start doing gaming. Okay, yeah. But I don't know, like because of the universal sign or whatever it is, I didn't really get my laptop. And then I have kind of like a simply urge to do something. Then I started doing photography, and then yeah. So the fifth tragic moment is this, that my laptop got burned unexpectedly. This is my life. And let me tell you one thing, yeah. Because of this tragic moment, because of this kind of like a something tragic moment, it's like a it's lot of thing. I make lot of mistake regarding about my life, and I kind of like like I just kind of like evaluate entire life into this thing to you, like almost like a 1 hour I was kind of like a talking about this and that and that. I just kind of like tell you about what exactly happened in my life. It's like that the every moment or everything is like really fucked up. I was not really qualified. I make lot of mistakes, and like I don't know, it's a lot. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ask you this question to myself, that key, like, basically at this moment, is it the thing that you want? Like, you are actually doing this photography, okay, yeah, is it the thing that you want? Like, at the beginning you wanted to be a filmmaker, now you are taking photos, so you are photographer. So is it the thing that you want? I am not really sure. Okay, life is kind of like a something very unexpected turns happen. Okay, yeah, if you want to become this, become that, become that, how you became that is like the journey to become something is not static, is not kind of like a something way that you want, or is not the way that you think it is. It's a lot of twist and turn happen. Okay, you have to learn from it, and I learn a lot. I learn really really lot. And and basically is this thing that ki, the whatever the situation that I have at this moment is good. Yeah, I am loving this thing, I'm loving this taking photos. Basically taking photos is also part of the film and being a filmography vagara vagara. Okay, and yeah, I could do that thing, dude. But dude, you are taking photos, how do you become a filmmaker? Like basically is this thing na that ki, I don't know, yaar. Like, I am not really sure. Okay. Right now, I'm doing this thing kind of like a something for the YouTube and for the YouTuber. So, yeah, but I am 32. Okay. Being a filmmaker required even more time. Probably I don't really have any money. I'm not really earning any money. I'm living with my parents. My life is really pathetic from every possible way. I need to think about my life first. Then I think about my dream later. And basically, I am a photographer. Simultaneously, when I will have little bit of subscriber, little bit of money, I will went to that filmmaking too, na. But dude, yeah, like basically, let me tell you one thing. At the beginning, you kind of like a refer a frame, a refer kind of like a something like quote from the movie name. ये जवानी है दीवानी. They say that कि कहीं पहुंचने पर कहीं से निकलना जरूरी होता है. Okay, from this thing, from that time you are actually doing the job. Okay, you wanted to be a filmmaker. Now from that job to kind of like a something, be a YouTuber, then kind of like a gamer, then a photographer, but you don't really went to filmmaking. Like, how do you supposed to like how, like like jump into the filmmaking, not jump into that particular river or kind of like a sea and ocean and try to swim over there. At least you survive over there too. Why are you kind of like yeah, why I'm kind not like, okay, let me tell you the reason why I'm okay, yeah. So um first of all is that key, I approach to the producer, okay, to the ad agency producer, all right, yeah. And I kind of like started understanding the ground reality of Bombay, all right, yeah. I'm gonna tell you step by step, by the way, all right, yeah. So if you went to Bombay, okay, if you kind of like a something like reach out to the ad producer or producer, okay, they will not kind of like a give you money at this moment, because like you just have to work by yourself. Yeah, accommodation from them, but probably is this thing that ki, you will not earn any money. But one of the most important thing is that ki, living in Bombay, you really required at least 1 lakh rupees per year, rent and agreement and the deposit, everything include 1 lakh rupees per month, sorry, 1 lakh rupees per year. I don't really have money. I don't really want to ask this money to my father. And probably if I ask the money to my father and they will give it to me because I'm the son and they give to me my money, I have to stay there for almost like a 2 or 3 year. Okay, because 2 and 3 year you have to do your thing, but you will not gonna earn money. Okay, like you have to think big, like a, you will not gonna success within a kind of like a couple of months. No, you have to spend years over there. And basically the whatever the money required to stay over there is actually from your father. Okay, yeah. So round figure, it will cost me like a 4 lakh. Yeah. And like I just kind of like I have complete data about, like I kind of like make it the entire Excel sheet about the deposit and money and the travel and how much money do I required. And basically the entire cost of money is almost like a 4 lakh, and I don't really have it, and I won't be able to ask this money to my father. All right, yeah. So there is a only one thing, the only one way to become a filmmaker is by a YouTube. Okay, yeah, because like if I'm kind of like a, being a YouTuber is kind of like something equivalent to a filmmaking. Okay, equivalent to like basically the every information or every knowledge that I will get on the YouTube, which kind of like a something little bit help me to be a filmmaker. Okay, yeah. And this is kind of like a something like the possible way that I could do this thing. So that's why I stick to this YouTube thing. And all right. So, and I am kind of like a little bit of conservative too, dude. Okay, yeah. Because if I decided that ki fuck the money, I just go to the Bombay and just like struggle everything, then probably I will be fail. Okay, yeah. Because of that, let me tell you one thing. If the man didn't really like afford 2 times of food, the dreams and everything will be like forget. The man will forget the entire dreams and everything. Okay, yeah. And this would be kind of like a something will happen, will be happen, because I was kind of like something scared that ki if I didn't have money, okay koi baat nahi, I went to Bombay. Okay, yeah. And jo hoga dekha jayega. And I went to Bombay and I didn't really have any money, so I was kind of like doing the job over there, being a security guard or being whatever the person. What is exactly the difference between that ki I went to Bombay to not to do job, to be a filmmaker, but still for the survive I do a job over there. What is actually meant to be that? And if I kind of like something have a kind of like some little bit of failure, then probably I will be fail, and then I will come home, and then I will never be a filmmaker. Yeah. So probably at this moment I have kind of like a little bit of spark inside of me that I would be that particular person na. So I don't know, dude. Okay. Like I don't really choose the way that I want to be. Like there is always a problem in front of me because of this and that and that. You will not the kid that you want to be. You, I don't know. Okay, maybe I am really fucked up. Like maybe just like that ki I am really so stupid person, or maybe I'm not really knew what the thing that I want. I love particular thing to do. I am doing it that I'm not really sure. I like at this moment I don't really think about what will happen in the future. No, I just thought that ki, let's make this day as productive as it can. That's it. Yeah, just that's it. And whenever the opportunity will come, I will grab that particular thing. But yeah. So this is all those tragic moment that I already mentioned, which is like really fuck, really fucked. It's been almost like a 1 hour. Thank you.